Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. 65. Fair. Big grip.
Now a handoff looking right. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Ready. 70, Indy. Look at me. Zipper. Check. Bravo.
From the gun, Williamson going deep here for Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not from the memory banks, and let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common, but one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Weber complete to Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ronald Jones, 55 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, wahoo! Yo, go!
To throw on third down. Williamson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Here we go. 60 or 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Weber. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Switch, switch, switch. Topper. Five.
On 3rd and 2, Weber. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Big grip.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On the set. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55. Mike 55. Yep. I'm trying to collect. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Williamson. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down and 1.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check it back. Check
General West. Get it.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
60 outlaw.
53. Mike 53.
Push it back.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, Weber. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 14-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Rock it, down.
Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
50 wants the mic.
Operating from the gun, Williamson. Open man, it's Allen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
80 weapon.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, nice.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check.
Leo.
Joker. Hey, alert 3.
Greystone travel. Smoke.
Hey, Mike 50. Yeah. Check.
To throw on 2nd down, Williamson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Williamson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got that right there. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 24. Check 24. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
Hey.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Look at me. Score.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's get it.
Down. 60 yards.
You ain't got nothing.
Hey, Sam.
Now they try the right side here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike 50, Mike 50. It's our time.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Williamson throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shoot. Back.
Now a give, right side. Kirkland. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that ball.
Hurry.
Check 26. Check 26. Check.
Bam. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, high 7.
On 3rd and 2, Williamson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
We're going down. 18 gainer. Hard. Slide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Single. I single the slot. Shift. Big
You're out.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
22 jet bombers. Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
From the gun, Weber. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down. 18 Gator.
Check 53 is mine. I got one.
Hey, Delta. X3. 218. Chop.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On first down, Weber. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Set.
Watch 57. You can't block me.
61. Max box white. Undercrunch.
Watch that.
6-6. Bullet high. Yo, cheetah. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people,
Ready to break.
hard to get them started again occasionally.
Topper.
Watch the screen. 57's Mike 57.
Hey, Orbit. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Shoot.
General West.
Watch twist. 50's the Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Check your hot read. Out. Bang.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Five.
Mike 51. I got it. 51, Mike 51.
5.
Operating from the gun, Williamson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Come on, set.
Check Mike 57.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Don't get nervous. Check three.
Greystone travel.
Check.
Hey, Charlie. Deep rim.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Let's go now.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
From the gun, Williamson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Ready up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to throw. Weber, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the set.
53, Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Check, go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Tighten up. Check 37. Check 37. Slam.
Deep river.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the double.
55. Check 55. Mike. We own it.
Hey, lock it.
We own it. Shit.
Protein spill.
Go.
Bam. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch out.
Hey, zoom.
Check 55 to Mike. Check.
22 jet bomber.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Slam.
Hey, Haywood.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
He's checking crack. Go, Mike 51.
Yes. Bravo.
Hey, watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Williamson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check
3. 2X, get it.
Again, it's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Able to find Isabella. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Gone.
Watch the safety creep.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 9. No. Off. Check.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Williamson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go.
A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go out.
Give me that ball. Check.
Hey.
Check 99.
Hey, Echo. Snap.
They'll try the left side. Kirkland. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Topper!
They go quickly here out to Moore. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Check three.
This will be caught at about the 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Check 25, check 25. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
On fourth down, Williamson. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this lap.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Williamson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
From the gun, Williamson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll